Good morning, boys and girls. We are starting a new reading unit today, and it is on social justice issues. We are also starting a new book called A Long Walk to Water, and this book has a lot of social issues happening within it. So we're really going to look very closely at this book from a social issue lens. In order to do that, I wanted to take a few minutes to go over what the expectations are for this unit and what we're working towards. So, when reading and thinking about social issues, readers need to ask themselves this very important first question: what are my characters' struggles? What are their challenges? We have to pay very close attention to those two things. Once you've discovered what your character's struggles or challenges are, then you have to decide, can I name those as a social issue? So let's go over some examples of social issues: bullying, teasing, exclusion, moving, popularity, sickness, sibling rivalry, divorce, death, poverty, economy, homelessness, racism, war, financial problems. So these are just a few of the things that could fall under the social issues list. If you go to school and you have a fight with your friend and you guys aren't talking for a day, that is not considered a social justice issue. If you were to go out and get stuck in the rain without an umbrella, that's a problem, but it is not a social justice issue. However, if you are being bullied, if you are living in a homeless shelter, if you are living in a country where they're at war, those are social issues that are happening. And those are the kinds of social issues we're going to look for in our book. And we'll do a lot of comparing what's a problem versus a social issue. Then you're going to ask yourself, how does the character react and deal with the issues? And in order to do that, there's two great questions to ask yourself. What do I know about the character? And what may have caused him or her to talk or act that way? So, how do they deal with, how do they react? That's going to be a very big focus of ours in this unit. The next question that you're going to ask yourself is, how did the character's background, the setting, the relationships, how did that impact their actions, their decisions? And finally, these are three really big ones. What is fair or unfair in this text? Who is accepted? Who's rejected? And the one that I think is one of the most powerful questions we can ask in this particular novel is, who has power in the text and who doesn't? So we're going to be reading from this lens as we go into this book. And starting with today's lesson, we're going to keep it simple for you. I want you to read the first two chapters, and then I've put the prompt on your assignment. The question, I want you to answer these two prompts. A social justice issue that I see happening in this book is, and another place I've seen this is. So thinking about what is a social issue you can see, and then I just really want you to create a link to it, a connection. Where have you seen this? Maybe you've seen stories about it on the news. It's not something you've experienced, but you've heard about it. Maybe you've read another book about it. So I just want you to tell me another time that you've seen this issue at some point. All right, we will meet back up tomorrow.